What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Trucker named Jay checking in. Whew. Man, what a day. I have been sitting here for the last 3 hours making phone calls, trying to get my situation set up with where I'm gonna pool, what I'm gonna pool. Of course, it's reefing gang all day. So I'm going back OTR refrigerated. Going to be based out of West Valley, even though I live in Virginia. With Swift, they allow you to be based out of. If you're OTR, you can be based out of other terminals. That's the beauty of being with a company so big that has terminals all over the place. So I'm going to be OTR refrigerated West Valley, and just found out actually they're going to give me a 2 cent raise, something that West Valley doing. So shout out to that. I think that's going to put me at 39, and so that'd be 41 and 42. 41 cents a mile west of Mississippi, or the Mississippi, 42 east of it. And then once I hit my 2-year mark in 2018, beginning of 2018, I'll go to 42 west of the Mississippi, then 43 east of it. I believe that's correct. And then, of course, that's not including safety bonus, which, we got the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. So that can be up to just the platinum is like 5 cents. So I tend to try to reach for gold, which is 4 cents. So if I get an extra 4 cents, man, on top of that 42 and 43, that'll be 46 and 47. That's pretty good, man. That'll put me right there with damn near what owner operators will make after all their expenses. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, that's not a shot. That's just being honest. But I'm making this video because I kind of had to catch myself. No, I'm lying. My man King D-Raj caught me. Okay, shout out to King D-Raj. If you don't know, he's a YouTuber. Does great videos. He's doing this thing over there, Steven Transportation, as a fleet owner. He's a good friend of mine, or most of the time I like to thank you, my friend. I don't know. But I kind of look at him as a mentor. I don't know why some people think that's funny, but I do. I mean, I didn't really have a lot of older male figures in my life growing up besides my granddad to look up to. So it's nice to say I look up to him. I'm not ashamed to say that or anything. I don't think that makes me any less of a man. So if anything, it makes me more of a man, willing to admit that I look up to somebody. You know what I mean? But he caught me because I found myself sitting here, man, trying to figure out the fastest way to go back and lease through Swift. And I think I was trying to do that so much because I'm watching his success. I'm watching Ghost, which is another YouTuber still hogging TV, his success, Woody, and just other YouTubers who are successfully starting fleets. And I was watching that, and I'm just like, man, I want that so bad. You know what I mean? And I remember the money I was making through Swift when I was leasing and training. And I was just trying to get back to that shit. And I found myself, just rushing to make an emotional decision. And he kind of just, was like, yo, calm the fuck down. Let's get your home situation in order. Let's get your health in order. Set some goals and stuff like that. And that's the mistake I made when I first started leasing. I just went into it strictly for the money. I was the guy that instead of putting money aside after I got all my checks, because I paid my own taxes, I was spending, blowing it. Horrible money management. Going against shit that he would tell me and other people. And that's why I am in the situation I am now, man. Why I've been in trucking for 2 years, and I've seen some improvement in my personal life, but nowhere near as much as I should have seen because I haven't been managing my money correctly. You know what I mean? So I say that to say I'm not going to rush into a Swift lease. I may not ever lease through Swift again. However, I may lease on to Swift. And when I say that, I'm gonna put some numbers out here, man. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm gonna own it. Like I said, I'm owning my mistakes. And I'm gonna tell you the truth about leasing that they don't tell you about that if you fuck up, this is how much it can cost you. Okay? And this is no way, shape, or form saying that this is Swift's fault or Wash Leach. I think it's WAS Leasing or whatever. Whoever the company Swift partners with the leasing. It's none of their fault. It's 100% on me. This is me when I turned in my truck, and I just left. You can't walk away from your Swift lease, and the leasing company won't come after you. But if you do try to come back and lease through Swift, these are the things that you'll have to go through. So I owe Swift a total of $2,162. That's something that I'm going to work on paying them back. They're not going to take it out my check. They're not going to garnish me or nothing like that. That's something that I can pay at any given time. And I want to say it's for repairs that I had done to the truck and never, and then advances and shit like that. So never paid it back. That's on me, 100% on me. As far as Wasatch, I owe them, it rounded up to $7,200. Wow. $7,200. That's a lot of money. I wrote them down right here. But you can see, we'll cover these numbers up. You can see that. So what that is that was from the time I turned the truck in to the time they put somebody else in it. That truck sat for 7 weeks. So that's 7 weeks worth of truck payments plus the money that they charge to, I guess, clean the truck. And when they say clean, I didn't leave the truck in bad condition, but they just detail it anyways for the next driver. They fix some small mechanical stuff and all that, and they charge me for all that. So it's part of my contract. There's nothing I can do about it, even if I wanted to. But that's just how it goes. So you can turn your truck in, but just know that you are responsible for that payment until somebody else gets in it. So what happens now is if I wanted to lease back through Swift, I would have one of three options. One, I could pay off the $2,200 and then try and get approved by a manager to get into another truck through Swift. However, with Swift policy now, you have to put $2,500 down for a new truck. So that would be another $2,500 that I would have to pay on top of the $7,200. What they would do is that they would break both of those into two separate payment plans. So that'd be $100 and $100, $200 coming off of my settlements on top of my fixed costs, which was about $1,000 rounded up. So that'd be $1,200 payment, $1,200 in payments I would have weekly. That's almost insane. I know. That's very high. I mean, you got some guys who pay $1,400 a month. You know what I mean, with their truck payments of $1,500. I'm talking about $1,200. I mean, now, could I still make a profit off that? Yeah, but it would be very, very stressful. Second option would be if I found a driver that would release his truck to me. I would take over that lease. That would be, according to the recruiter I talked to in Phoenix, which is the headquarters for Swift, that would be the more likely situation. But I still would have to pay off that $2,200 before I do that, and then I will set up the $7,200 on a payment plan. However, because I'm taking over their truck, I wouldn't get the 30-day grace period for releasing a brand new truck. So with Swift, when you go through them, when you go through them, they'll give you the 30-day grace period, or it's like 23 days, like 3 weeks, where you don't have no payment. Kind of gives you time to get everything, get some money stacked up or whatever. But you should already have money stacked up when you come into leasing anyways. Trust me. Take it from a guy who knows. The third option, which is the option I think I'm more likely going to go for, would be paying back the $2,200 and leasing a third-party truck, meaning through a separate dealership or whatever. Where is it? Lone Mountain, Premier, Arrow, whoever, leasing through them and then bringing that truck onto Swift. In that situation, they would not be as concerned about that $7,200, even though I probably would still pay it back slowly but surely. But it wouldn't be a requirement to pay it off. Wasatch, which is the leasing company, they're not really stressing it. at all. But I think just because they just make so much money any fucking ways. But I talked to the guy, and he was like, if you bring another truck on to a third party, we're not going to come after you. They ain't going to hit your credit. None of that. Some people may say, oh, well, morally, you're obligated to pay that. Look, man, I want to know how many people own this video then paid every debt they owe. Some of y'all let that shit sit for 7 years and let it fall off. So don't try to come at me with your goody two shoes at. I'm going to keep it 100. But, so yeah, man, so that's the option more likely that I'm going to do. However, I'm just going to take my time, man. I've spoke before on my previous channel about not wanting to be an owner-operator anymore, but I think that it's not that I don't want to be one. I think I just need to take my time in doing it, and doing it the right way. I'm in a position to make a great deal of money as a company mentor, and I'm just going to take advantage of that. Not have to worry about a truck payment, not have to worry about truck maintenance, and still can make pretty decent money. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that for a while, until I get I'm not going to put a time limit on anything, because when you try to put a time limit on anything, it just creates more pressure. Because now, first off, you're 6 months away. Now you're 2 months away. Now you're 3 weeks away, and it's pressure. I don't want to put that on myself. I just want to let shit happen the way it's supposed to happen, and when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. That's just the way I feel. So, that's what it is. That's just giving you a little insight on how the real truth about how leasing works if you walk away. Really think about this leasing shit before you get into it. I know it's a lot of guys out here on YouTube that make this stuff look real easy, but this is a real business situation. I can honestly say I was ill-prepared and financially immature when I went into my lease, and just inconsistent with a lot of things, and I'm paying for it now. So, but I am grateful though that Swift is allowing me, because you got some companies like Trans Am, if you lease through them, they won't let you come back as a company driver. I don't know how many other companies are like that, but I'm definitely grateful that Swift will let me come back and be a company guy and still make good money as a company guy, and work with me like that. So that's the plan. Not rushing. Take care of home. I've never got to that point of financial stability at home. It was always rushing, trying to get this money OTR, and stuff would always come up, or I'm mismanaging it. And so I never got to the point where I was just always chasing. And I just want to get to that point where I can be relaxed, I can be calm, and I can take my time, which will lead to better, more productive financial situations and decisions. So that's how I feel, man. That's what I'm going to do. Pretty sure people talk shit. Oh, hey, man, I don't know what I'm doing, which is why I'm admitting it, which is why I'm listening to my mentor, and I'm going to do what I got to do to get better. I mean, I feel like if you're going to talk shit about me, talk it, but at least offer some type of, even if it's harsh criticism, offer some type of constructive, harsh criticism to where, don't just be talking shit just to talk shit. Because there's a lot of y'all that come up here and just be talking all kind of crazy stuff, but you won't offer no type of advice. You'd be surprised what that little advice you can offer may do for me. I'm trying to be more open-minded with how I respond to people's criticism, and I'm definitely open to it. So don't always be an asshole. You can, it doesn't hurt to be kind, but, whatever. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. That's my plans. Just give y'all a little insight. I'm still going to enjoy life. I'm still going to have fun. And I'm still going to respect whatever truck I get in. Just because it's a company truck don't mean I'm not going to respect it or whatever. You know what I mean? So, as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. Shout out to my boy King D-Rock. Appreciate that talk, man. Go on.